Hello. Welcome to Don't Say Cunt. I'm a host, Dave Foley. And there's another host, and I believe his name is...
Paul Greenberg.
Oh, I was right.
And may I just say that you are definitely an A host.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much.
I just like the way you said that. I thought it was...
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, somehow you put an inflection on it that made it sound rude.
I don't think
I'm not sure how you did that. Yeah, you turned
Pretty sure I said
a host.
No, you're an A host.
See, there again, you did it.
Oh, I put an
you added a weird. You put you had an A instead of A. But anyway, this is as we said, this is Don't Say Cunt, the show where we promise to provide the listening public 45 minutes where they can feel safe in knowing that they will not hear the word cunt.
Cunt-free zone.
Yes, it is. You are cunt. It's a cunt void.
Yes,
here it is.
That's also my favorite Star Trek episode.
Cunt void. It's my favorite English band. Cunt void.
Yeah,
and because as we say, we are both Canadians. And as immigrants, we know Americans do not like the word cunt.
They don't.
No, Americans.
They don't.
I hear.
You know how I know that?
How?
I've asked.
Really? You know how I found out? I put it on my green card application. Yeah. Really slowed it down. Really slowed the whole thing down.
Was it like a middle name type thing?
I wrote down Dave,
Cunt Foley.
quotation marks, Cunt Foley.
Yeah. Which is, you're known as that in Canada.
That's my working name. Dave the Cunt, is in wrestling.
Dave the Cunt Foley. Yeah. I was the little cunt.
Yeah, yes.
Remember? And I used to wear overall.
You were my corner man.
I used to wear overall shorts and work boots and no shirt.
Yep.
And I had very long hair and a mustache.
Yeah.
And
you had for some reason you had the infinity symbol on your forehead.
That's right. And I had
didn't make any sense.
And my only props was one balsa wood chair that I would break over your back in the middle of the show.
Yes. And if I remember correctly, you were notoriously bad at remembering which was the balsa wood chair.
Yes, because they were both very heavy.
Yes. So I spent a lot of time in hospital.
You did.
I did. That's why I had to eventually give up being Dave the Cunt Foley, the wrestler.
However, I'm still known as the little cunt.
Yes. You know what? Because you're beloved by that name.
I am beloved.
You were. You were beloved.
I'm still stuck on the fact that I like that Dave says in hospital the way I do.
That's Jackie Harris Greenberg, everybody.
Yeah.
In hospital.
Yes, Jackie Green Harrisbergen.
Not in the hospital. I was in hospital.
You were in hospital.
I was in hospital.
Yeah, that's a Canadian thing.
Canadian
it's not even an English thing, is it?
It's an English.
Because is it an English? Because a lot of our Canadian things are English things.
Yeah, that's one of those. In hospital.
Like for example, parliamentary democracy.
Oh. Also my favorite band. I had nothing.
Yeah, that's the
that sounds like a real band. That's why it wasn't funny.
Chrissy and I, we were just in Washington D.C.
Me.
That's Chrissy, my wife, Chrissy. So that's why we traveled together.
She wore a really nice dress.
Yeah, not all the time.
No,
didn't wear that for the whole trip.
She wore. I think she must have.
For the.
I did.
She looked very pretty.
But
thank you. You were saying
too, Dave.
We can. If you check out our Instagram, you'll see pictures of it because Chrissy put them up. Because she looks so good.
Because Chrissy put them up.
That's why I put them up.
Yeah.
That, by the way, the sound you're hearing, I just like to point out.
Oh my God.
Is tinkling of the plastics.
Yep.
I think is the term they use.
And they are being tinkled as only the great tinkler can do.
You know what? His name his wrestling name was Plastic Tinkler.
Yep.
And it's Eben Schletter.
Eben Plastic Tinkler Schletter.
That's me.
You know what? Yep. You know why that's great is because it rolls off the tongue so easily.
I know.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Eben Plastic Tinkler Schletter.
Yep.
Ladies
well, really.
Yeah.
What doesn't fit in between Eben and Schletter and then just roll out beautifully?
That's
off
true.
The tongue.
Water bottle.
Orange. That's about it.
Yep.
Nichols.
Nichols.
Eben Nichols Schletter.
Yeah, that works. It's not possible to find a middle thing that does not work with Eben Schletter.
Schletter, it's true.
Give him my middle names.
Harrisburg?
No.
Oh, Florence Dawn.
Dawn.
Eben Florence Dawn Schletter. Well, maybe that doesn't work.
I don't know. I like it.
Well, then it's yours.
It's got a ring to it.
It is a gift from us to you, Eben.
Eben ass bubble Schletter.
Oh.
Don't say we don't treat you nice.
Eben Porka Donkey Schletter.
But I was
Did you
saying,
like being in Washington?
I did, but I was saying when we were there, we were on the tour, and at one point they were talking about
Tour of?
the tour of the Capitol building.
Sanction tour? Like a sanction tour? Like you paid
Well,
money?
we ran through these guards and they kept chasing us, so we had to run the rest of the way through the Capitol building.
Oh.
Yeah. So we kept we didn't have much time to slow down and look at the statues or anything. There's a lot of leaping through windows.
Were you ever looking at a statue and then you were like, whoa, that's a senator?
Yes. But I had already defaced Mitch McConnell.
That is the
Before we
best.
realized it.
That Eben defaced Mitch McConnell Schletter is probably the best one.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a great band.
But at one point in the tour, they made the comment that that Washington, that they had offered him basically to become a king or an emperor of America, and he turned it down.
He stupidly said no.
And he said no, and they handed over power.
I believe the word she used was dictator.
Yes, the dictator, and they Washington said no, and they said they handed a peaceful transfer of power for the first time since ancient Greece. To which I responded to Chrissy later, because I was a coward, didn't want to say it in front of everybody. I said, you know what? Britain had been having peaceful transfers of power for hundreds of years at that point in their parliamentary democracy.
Yep. And you know what they do in Canada is they just hand over a beaver.
Mm-hmm. And then they kill the former prime minister.
That's right.
Yeah, with the beaver.
That's how it's done. That's peaceful.
They beat the. Yeah, there's no violence in the
They
street.
beat him with the
Beat him
the
with
beaver.
to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, Canadians are brutal.
Yep. A lot of times the beaver doesn't survive. That's the real tragedy of it.
Well, it depends who's
Yeah.
wearing the
Yeah.
beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
My beaver. I don't have a beaver.
I do.
Did your beaver survive?
You too.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. Somehow I don't feel like in the modern day of shaving, of lady shaving,
Oh, lady shave.
lady shaving,
Which I do every day.
that the term beaver really applies anymore. I don't
No.
think if you have the Brazilian, I don't think you have a beaver
I
anymore.
don't know. The new generation will change all that.
I heard they're
going
changing.
back to
I heard
basics.
they're changing the name to mole rat.
Yeah. Yeah, mole rat. That makes it fits.
Canada's
It's more
symbol, the
descriptive.
mole rat.
No, I mean the beaver. They're
The
calling
beaver.
it down there
Yeah.
a mole rat.
Now that there's no hair
Oh, Paul said down there.
down there.
Oh,
Down there on your front
Scared.
bottom.
scared. Front bum.
Down on your front bum. Yep.
From my point
Lady
of view,
front
On your
bum.
fanny.
from my
As
point of
well.
view, everything is
Mm.
down there.
Yep.
Everything's up there.
Do you think people are upset when I hug around their knees to say hello?
No, I think they know that that's as high as you can get.
You know, you said something to me that was interesting in the car
Did
on the way
I?
over here. Yeah,
Oh.
you said that you decided to not use humor as a defense mechanism.
I've given up humor, yes, because I've realized it's just a defense mechanism that I'm hiding behind it,
Mhm.
and I think I should be more honest now.
Mhm.
Oh.
So
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to.
What are you defending yourself against? What's the defense up for? What are you defending yourself against?
beavers.
Yep. I'm I'm worried I'll be mistaken for the former prime minister.
Oh, who is that, by the way?
Diefenbaker.
Diefen-
Oh, he went down
Oh.
hard when they
Okay.
beat him to death.
Eben Diefenbaker Schletter.
Dief the chief, they called him.
Mm. You know, the Americans out there might find this interesting that when Diefenbaker was the prime minister, it was during the Cold War,
Yes, it was.
and he created a bunker, and they named it. Remember?
Wrong.
He had
You're
a
wrong.
bunk-
I'm
no.
American and I didn't find that interesting.
No,
What?
Because
You'll
they
like the name.
no, they
You'll like the name.
They
What did they name the
named it
bunker?
The Diefenbunker,
The Diefenbunker.
You can
That's
tour it.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
and you can go to the
You can tour
Diefenbunker today.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys have
Barely made it better.
DEFCON 1, and we have the Diefenbunker.
My-
The Diefenbunker's a bit of a drive outside of Ottawa, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to-
crime. Something's happening, eh? Let's get Diefenbaker into the Diefenbunker. Best
See,
get the car.
In my house, it was, did you Diefenbunker? I hardly knew her, eh?
And you know what? I've been to Ottawa, where the Diefenbunker is, and nuclear holocaust wouldn't do that city any harm, really.
Are you saying that it would
well.
be? It would be a.
It would
Your
be.
own
It would be at
town.
least. It would be lively.
Your own
true.
capital, David.
Yeah.
You know, at least people would
My-
cry out in some way.
Yeah.
In excitement.
They go, oh.
In both official
Something happened.
languages.
But you know what? We're going to take a short break to insert some sort of an advertisement. We're not sure what it is.
But it's a good one.
But we could guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to, well.
I'm using it
Sure,
right
go ahead.
now.
I think it's a power drink called Finger Blast.
Well,
All right, let's find out.
That'll get cut.
and hey, we're back.
Ah.
Wow.
That's right, Evan. We're back. Get your fingers moving. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Eben,
That's more like it.
if you got hurt playing that the plastic keyboard, would you have a case for workers' comp?
Good question. I suppose I would. Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But who would you
Yeah.
get it from? Where would you go for it?
Well, interestingly, I guess it would have to be you guys,
You
right?
would sue us?
But aren't we partners?
Yeah.
Aren't we all partners in
Do
this?
people know that Eben's a lawyer?
Mm.
Hmm?
He's a lawyer, but he's on extractment.
Yes.
He's on an extractment.
I'm an extracted lawyer,
Yes.
so I'm like a drop of lawyer taken from actual lawyerdom or something. Is that what that means?
When
If
you-
I'm an extract,
when
they
you
boiled
extract-
a lawyer and
You're
Just
a
a little-
you're a homeopathic lawyer.
Oh.
Eben, when you extract yourself, do you still have to pay some lawyer fee due thing?
I do. I
dues?
still pay dues, but I
Oh,
pay
you
less in dues
Oh, okay.
than I would if I was active.
Are dues based on how much money you make, or
No, if you're active, I think there's a flat rate. There's a bunch of other little things that factor in, but there's basic flat rates and then some things that add and take away. Plus, the other big thing, the reason I went inactive is you also have to do continuing education. You have to keep taking classes every year.
Oh, and you don't want to do that.
no?
Hells no.
Does anybody else feel like they're at the learning annex right now?
I saw Paul fade away. Got really bored.
Yeah.
That was
there
like
gonna-
me with the
Is there going to
Diefenbunker.
be hey,
Yeah. Oh,
you know
you know what?
Hey, hey.
When the siren goes off when you're visiting
Yeah,
Ottawa,
you're right.
you're going to want to know where
You're
the
gonna wanna know
Diefenbunker
where the
is.
you're going to be
Bunker is.
screaming, "Get me to the Diefenbunker."
Bunker. Yeah. Oh, my dad hated Diefenbaker.
Did he?
Oh yeah, because he scrapped the Avro Arrow,
God damn it!
Ah,
The Avro-
scrap the
the
Avro arrow.
supersonic jet fighter that was developed in Canada. It was the most advanced plane in the world.
It went almost 200 miles an hour.
Yep, supersonic. And because Diefenbaker scrapped it under pressure from the U.S. government, who didn't want Canada competing for
My
contracts.
God.
Was that Kennedy's fault?
Hmm?
Was that Kennedy still around, or was that Mr. Johnson?
Diefenbaker was when was Diefenbaker? He was
Diefenbaker was
he
the
was,
time
he
of.
was prime minister for 33 years.
It was the
Yeah.
time of Sir Wilfrid Laurier, I believe.
yes.
So is that the airplane version of like the Edsel then, basically?
It was.
No, it was a good plane.
It was
apparently.
the best. Apparently, and all of the people that worked on it went to work for NASA on the Apollo missions.
Mhm.
Oh, so they stole all those people from Canada.
Yep.
Mhm.
And they used to
Mhm.
the soldiers used to write on the bombs on the bottom of it, "Sorry, eh?"
Yep.
Instead of like,
Yeah.
"Take this."
So eventually you had Apollo was run by a Nazi and a bunch of Canadians.
That's true.
Oh my
Oh my goodness!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Speaking of Apollo,
Nazis and astronauts and secret bases on the moon,
Hello, boys.
it's David Koechner.
Mr. David Koechner just walked in the room.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm getting my own hug.
He's
Oh.
he's
Own hug.
he's doing the rounds of the table hugging. People listening at home, David Koechner is in the room. He's hugged almost everyone. I don't think he hugged Chrissy. I'm not sure. He did.
We hugged
He hugged
outside.
Chrissy.
We had a special hug.
He's now joining us at tableside.
Hot mic, here we go.
He's on the hot mic,
I think you
There you
shook
go.
my kidneys
Oh.
loose.
Sparkling water.
and he just opened a chelada.
Wow.
Oh, I see. Very good. Okay, I'm here to audition for what?
It's the
Do I have to have
Diefenbaker
headphones?
story.
We're rebooting Cecil the Sea Monster.
Well, fantastic.
We're making it dark and edgy.
Am I just, I guess I'm the neighbor fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm
Great
good.
to see you, gang.
Oh,
Great to
hi.
see you.
It's been too long.
I know.
You look fantastic.
It has been. Last time I saw
Always.
you, we were in Atlanta, Georgia.
We're in a foreign
I
country.
believe. Yes.
Why?
What are you guys doing?
Oh,
We're-
we're shooting.
Yep.
Shooting.
Just shooting.
Just shooting something.
Yep.
We were shooting
Bobcat
Goldthwait's
Goldthwait's.
series,
Yes. What is it called? It's called
Misfits and Monsters.
yes.
Did it get
That's
picked up
right.
in?
I don't know.
It was fantastic.
I don't know. Have you been booked to do more?
No.
Then they can't have
Then
been.
they it's not
no.
me.
I guess it went really well.
Well, it did. Who knows what works? It's True TV, so I don't know. Wasn't it?
Yes, it was True TV.
No knock on them, but
we did a sort of it was a Trump parable kind of
nice.
where you played a
Trumpish
car
character?
salesman who is
I can
convinced
see
to
that.
run for president
I could see
by my character, who turns out to be a werewolf.
Oh, wow.
And
Multi-layered.
yeah.
So very much, parable. Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert.
There you go.
Oh,
Damn
geez.
it.
Oh, no.
Last time we saw you, Mr. Keechner, was when
Oh
you
my
made
God, you
Paul shit
scared the
himself
shit out of me.
Where were we?
at the
We were at
grocery
Ralph's.
store.
grocery store. Ralph's.
We were at
And you
Ralph's.
yelled at him.
And I was
That's right.
I was using the
Self
checker, the self checkout.
Oh, really?
And I needed a
in
bag.
public?
Yeah. And I walked over because there was no bags there, and I needed to get a bag, so I went behind a counter.
Because
And
otherwise it's messy.
and it's hard to carry eggs that way.
Yeah.
And I went behind the counter, and the second I stepped behind the counter, I heard, "Don't step behind the counter, sir."
Guy, hey, guy. I don't know.
And I immediately shit
He
myself.
shit
you
himself.
did. You ran right back to the self checkout.
I immediately went into blame mode. Look what you did with the bag.
I turned around, and
that
it's
was
just
you.
him standing there, like holding your groceries, thinking it was funny to scare Paul and make him shit himself.
Yeah, It was I didn't edit myself. I could have come over and given you a hug, but
No,
I gave you
I
a
think
could've.
shouting guy.
yeah. I
Is
gave you
that-
a start instead.
it was
Yeah.
actually a nice meeting.
Yeah,
But-
but a year ago, almost a year ago. Was it last year or the year before?
It was
It was last year.
last year.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Last
within a year.
June.
I think it was I don't know. I can't remember. You mean are we still talking about this about Bobcat thing?
Yeah, I'm back. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's fun. I don't know if you and I have ever had ever acted together.
We never have.
No.
We've never
That was
worked. No,
fun.
no, that's not true.
Okay,
In What's Up, Peter Fuddy, the
Yes.
pilot
Yes,
we
yes,
did
yes,
with Jake
yes.
Hogan,
right. Which didn't get picked up.
didn't get picked up, but we had we had a ping pong.
Again,
game.
I was the neighbor. It's annoying.
Yes.
We'd be in year about 20 now.
If Peter Fuddy had been,
Yeah.
yes.
Was it? at
We'd be
least-
like SVU special victims.
Yes.
You know.
It had to be at least 15 years ago or more.
It was, at least. No, it was right after News Radio, so I guess it was like early 2000s.
So you'd be rich.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
That's so
And then,
sad.
Yeah.
Paulie, when's
Wow.
the last time we did something together?
On the Joy Mac show, I had you. Remember, you came and did a guest spot in the Joy McIntyre thing
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
And,
you were running that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was, I suggested you, to Joey, who was one of the executive producers for this part of a kind of like a, the director, like John Huston kind of director. That's who you were playing. I don't know if you know if you remember it, but Joey was like freaked out. He was like their biggest fan. He
Well, that's
just said,
sweet.
"You can really, you know him, you really get him." And then,
And I'm sure you said, no, I'm going to tell him.
yeah, I'm gonna ask him, and he'll say no. That's
No,
what
of
he-
course I'd say yes. I would just say, any one of you, 4 people, and 5, Evan, if you asked me to do something, you don't have to ask me just, hey, I need you to come here and do this, and I would.
This the fact that you're sitting here is proof of that. I
Well,
think.
there you go.
Yeah.
But it's funny that the over the years, the weird situations we've all run into each other doing.
Always delightful.
Yeah. Like, do you remember the Dana Gould
Yes.
movie that you and I did?
Uh-huh.
There was his short film
Yeah.
with Arden.
With Arden.
Arden
Yep.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Dana wrote and directed.
Yeah.
It was his first short that he wrote and directed, and he miscast 2 of us.
Both of
Yeah.
me. He miscast me twice.
Yeah.
That's
Very
how
good.
bad.
In one part.
So
Yeah.
let's see. I was I dying or you dying?
Do you die?
I don't remember. I think I died.
I know you tackled me in the kitchen and almost killed me. Do
Okay.
you remember that? That was good.
Yeah.
But I think no, she dies.
Okay.
Arden dies and comes back, and I keep seeing a ghost.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arden Mirror.
You know,
Arden Mirren.
maybe if you'd done a little more prep on this.
I should have
film.
read the script. That was probably.
I don't know,
the
Paul.
first
I
mistake.
think that you and I might be the only people who weren't on Dana's recent TV show. So
probably.
maybe something.
I haven't been on it.
you
Yeah.
haven't been on
The
it.
You
stand,
did it? You
Stand
didn't do
Against
it?
Evil.
Oh.
It's
No.
gone. It's
Chrissy,
done.
No,
you didn't do it?
No.
I
Evan?
did it twice.
That's
It's
not
fine.
Evan did the
unusual.
music.
Twice.
So screw you,
Evan
Evan.
did the music.
You did
also-
it twice?
I did it twice.
You also had a special, which I thought was going to be it was your NBC.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. It was a
But it
ruse
was-
in the beginning. There's a separate branch of NBC, like NBC Alternative, had engaged with me in December, right after Anchorman 2 came out, to do a variety show. So I'd pitched him something that was aspirational, inclusive, and I had another word. I forget what it was, and they loved it. So myself and Jerry Collins, honestly, I didn't want it to be a shitty variety show, and so we got screwed over left and right. It was impossible to even mount a show. You had an amazing group of people. We had an amazing group of people, but and of course I was going to have you on with the barbershop quartet thing, which I still just. You make me pee.
I really like the barbershop thing.
I like it a lot. It's so absurd and meta, and also easily digestible all the same time.
Easily digestible.
Well, I mean, for the commoner, it's beautiful.
That's just me coming out as the only guy who shows up from a barbershop quartet,
right.
And I only know my part, and I only do my part.
It's a very funny. Oh, wait a minute, I'm back.
Welcome back, Dave.
Oh,
we had an idea that you were in a barbershop quartet, and we were waiting on you throughout the show, and it turns out you had the entire gang had been in a terrible accident.
They're either dead or
all dead, and you were the only one who made it through. But the show must go on, so you performed.
Yeah, and you're a super prick about it too. Yeah.
But we never got to shoot it because the day that it was announced that, and I didn't. Well, I came to find out that Lorne Michaels was developing a sketch show with
what's her name?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph.
The day it was announced on Deadline was the day we got stopped. And so I know that Lauren said, "You stop that other one."
Well, that's good.
My nurse will go on.
It's pretty good, right, Dave?
Was that?
Did you say that's
was
good,
that
Dave?
the Maya and Marty show?
Well, at the time it was Maya.
Just Maya.
Then it became Maya and Marty, I think, for the second incarnation of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Anyway.
So, ladies, how are you?
I'm not bitter. I don't care. Whatever. I'm getting old, Dave.
You're getting better is what you're getting.
I had a lot of bread on a boat recently.
Really?
But, yeah.
Take a trip? Did you recover?
They did. They went on a cruise.
We purposely don't eat salad on cruise ships
Ooh,
because we're afraid of getting
you'll
shits.
die.
Yeah. So we avoid fresh fruit and salads.
Why you didn't eat it fresh?
We avoid anything that isn't made of bread.
So we eat a lot of bread.
So nuts.
A lot of meat.
But if you're on one of
bread.
those cruises where everyone gets food poisoning, they make the news.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah, but we never got.
Oh, you're saying we should have done it to make
get
the
a little
news?
press. Yeah.
And you could have gotten down to your goal weight.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Of your goal weight of dead.
Yeah.
I just hoping to get back to my birth weight. Hi, thank you. Thank you.
Good, that's good.
6.6. 6 pounds, 6 ounces. Thank you.
Will you give me? Will you, for me, because it's my favorite thing ever? Will you give me one little no?
No. Hey, birth weight. Hey, late term abortion. No.
My favorite character.
Hey,
it's my favorite character.
Hey, abortion. What am I talking about? This podcast? No.
The guy who bails on every joke.
Podcast media matters. Hey, fake news. No.
That always killed me. And then I also realized that part of the reason it killed me was because my sister used to do that when she'd play the piano.
Oh, you should go. Oh, no, sorry.
No, she'd play. She'd play and she'd go, no.
Everyone does it at some point.
Yeah.
When you're making a joke and you want to let the other person off the hook, or go, oh, I really wasn't attempting to make a joke, I'll say no. Yeah. Because I know it's not going to get a laugh, so I'll preempt the non-laugh and go, I wasn't making a joke. Yeah. So I love that self-doubt. I love self-doubt.
I do it when I'm trying something new sexually.
No,
he does.
I'm just gonna. All right, here I'm gonna do. No. Oh no.
No.
Or
I'm just gonna put this.
It's better if you're doing sexually with a question mark. No.
Yep. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Never a question mark. Never a question mark.
It's
no period.
Exclamation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very emphatic.
Wow.
Talking about the view, beautiful view here, folks.
Classy, right?
Have you shown your audience where you are typically here?
Yeah, well,
it's
you can see
pretty
downtown
amazing
over there.
Yeah,
see that?
downtown's that. Yeah,
this is remarkable. My understanding is it was most of this building residential, or is it mostly?
Yeah,
it still is.
Yeah,
but this is a penthouse. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
The corner of Holly. Where are we?
Sunset and Vine.
Yes.
Hollywood's fine for the masses.
Even when
we're
he
in Hollywood.
speaks, he doesn't know where he is.
I have terrible
terrible.
directions just aren't happening.
I was very excited. You
All
actually
of the
pointed.
furniture is made out of compressed cocaine.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, let's break this up.
Yeah.
We're too old.
I know I couldn't do that.
Mhm.
I actually thought today I was in the car and we were talking about people who had strokes lately,
Ooh.
and
Oh
they all,
yeah, because
because
Yeah.
people die
Scary.
now. People our age kind of die now, and I thought to myself, it's so sad that if I wanted to, I couldn't
Have
do
a stroke?
drugs.
Oh,
I couldn't do
you're
drugs
better
if I was like at a really great party with really great drugs and it was a safe environment and everyone was healthy and happy. I would never, because
No.
I'd think, well, I'll die,
I'm afraid to do Advil.
right?
You're a smart man.
I won't mix Dramamine and Advil.
But what's the greatest drug, right? Being here in the present moment.
Oh,
I
Dramamine.
thought,
is that what it is?
I was going to say fentanyl.
That'll apparently take you down. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
that say?
yeah.
we're getting notes.
Just be on settle.
You know what? We're gonna take a brief moment
Using read.
for an ad of some sort. We don't know. We don't know what the ad
And here it comes.
is going to be.
Like
It is.
Yeah. I think I think it's going to be an ad for cannibal seasoning.
Let's find out.
And hey, we're back.
And it was.
We're back.
Wow, I can't believe it.
This is
I know.
a progressive show.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
It's amazing.
It's going to come in handy.
Yeah.
You know, when that's
When it
all
all
that's left
goes
to
down,
eat
when
is
it all
each
goes
other.
down, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're gonna want to like fancy
I just
it up
know-
sometimes.
I just know Dave's going to be my friend when it all goes down. I'm going to be standing
There's two
behind
Daves
you.
in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's not
the
me,
Daves.
obviously.
well, there's Dave. You know,
You're
Dave could talk
Who
them
are you
into not
gonna-
eating me,
yeah,
but
who-
Dave
who you-
Koechner could stop them from
Yeah.
eating me.
Or
Yeah.
he'd eat you.
Oh shit.
That's
Well,
true.
I thought he was putting us on the menu.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, man, I
people
would-
eat us all.
Well, it's like there's some good eating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to play that game. Who
That's
would
true.
go first?
I'd eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would be tough and chewy.
Spicy.
could you imagine how
Yeah.
fast I would be if I was a zombie? How quick and like quick.
No.
Well, I don't know. That depends on what kind of zombie. If
Like
if you're like
fast.
a
I'd be, like,
28,
super
28
fast.
days later zombie, because they were fast.
Yeah, I'd be
But
one of
every
those.
other zombie's pretty slow.
That's true.
Or was zombie? What was that? World War Z? Were they fast zombies?
Yes, they were
They're
very
fast. They
fast.
climbed
They
over
climbed
Israel.
walls. Yeah.
Like they
They
climbed
climbed
each other
right
like bugs.
into fucking Israel,
Yeah,
up and
like
down the
ants.
wall.
It was
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Speaking of
so
ants,
crazy.
hi Dave. No. Hey,
No.
leading the movie. No, yes.
No.
What's up, Peter Fuddy? No. 20 years later, no. Where am I? 14th floor? No.
Do people ever
18th. I'm
Yeah.
at 18th. 14, no, wait, no.
do people ever come up to you when they think about, from your trucker character, and they say that you
T-Bone.
remind them of people, like that T-Bone reminds them of people in their family or people they've seen, or like,
No, I don't usually have longer conversations with people.
gotcha.
No, it's,
That's-
typically these days it's all Anchorman and The Office because the
Ah.
reruns on Netflix it's incredible. These kids will watch
Yeah, they-
all 9 seasons
Oh, The Office.
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
and then just leave it on in the background. It's
Yeah.
a phenomenon.
Our daughter
unlike anything-
has watched
One of them. Yeah.
all of
Our kid knows every episode of The Office,
Yeah.
inside and out.
knows you
Yeah.
really,
Like-
really well from that. It's
Yeah,
true.
Thank
The
God.
Office and Friends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the hits.
Yeah.
And at the
Friends.
start of every episode, I tell her, I read for Steve Carell's part, but you just enjoy this.
Right,
Just
right.
go ahead, enjoy.
And then,
Yeah, and I-
then Paul says I read
And I was for Rain's part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that show
We're
could
better
have been
off.
something.
I think so, right? We're
We
better
wouldn't have
off,
this
guys.
time. You guys
Yeah.
wouldn't speak to me if you were on that show. Come
That's
on.
true.
Mhm.
That's very true.
You'd be on the 5th season of something else by now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Glow.
Nice.
And then Mark Maron would be out of a job.
Oh God, does that?
Right.
Oh,
But now
Someone
if you
always
get a
has to
podcast,
leave.
you're going to
Those
get
ripples are
the next
terrible.
flow.
mhm.
It's gonna explode. I
So there
feel
goes.
it.
What number is this one, podcast wise?
14,
Ah,
17.
No.
I don't know.
33.
Well, yeah, maybe 16.
Oh, see,
16,
she said she just
Ah,
shut me.
really?
17. Yeah.
She completely shut me down.
Yeah.
That I was completely wrong. No,
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna
16.
lie.
No?
It's the 5th good one.
Well, nice. Clearly, this isn't organized by the two of you.
No,
No.
I mean, the
Oh,
two
God,
boys.
no.
no.
Yeah, the ladies made this happen.
Although
no.
to be fair,
I still think I'm at home.
I got a panic text from Chrissy today.
Uh,
Well,
Mhm.
it wasn't panic, but it was more like, I'm just not going to be able to bring snacks today because I have a thing. And I could tell she was saying that as in step it up.
Hint,
What
hint.
can you do? And I
Mhm.
did it in a big way. I brought cheese.
She did. She showed me
It's
up.
kind of
Did
like
you see the
you
cheese
know.
out there?
it's your turn for snack in some
Yeah.
type of
Mhm.
little league or
She's-
kids
It is.
Exactly the
Show
same.
off.
Park-
You show off.
game.
Shoes
Right?
boxes.
Step
Which
it up.
I still
element.
think is ridiculous. I don't
Fuck
know where
you, I'm
that
a
started.
better
That
parent.
one parent has to bring snack for everybody. It's dumb. It's stupid.
Well, yeah, and everybody always complains anyway,
Yeah, why?
whatever it is.
It's always orange slices if you're a good
kids in
parent,
sports.
or it's chips and
Yeah.
soda if you're a cool parent. It just bring your own. That's
none of my
ridiculous.
kids have ever done organized sports.
No,
Yeah.
Are your kids
Thank God.
sporty?
none of my.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're capable of participating,
Right,
which is fine.
Yeah.
You have a lot
I'm-
of kids.
You have
Yeah.
15 children.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe.
I
Enough for a whole
speak to
team.
5
They're all
of them.
very
Hello.
attractive.
But yeah, it's look, I've never been a parent with any ideas that my kid's going to get a scholarship. Come on, man, I'll earn and pay for it. That's the way it goes.
No, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wasn't exceptional. Neither was my wife. So thereby, you don't think there's no way your kids are going to be exceptional. And so all I care about is they have a happy life. And I see a lot of these kids that are participating in 3 sports at once. They're going to burn out by the time they get their scholarship. By the time they get their scholarship, they will have practiced 3 hours every
And they
night,
will hate
all of their
the
life.
sport.
And they will,
Yeah.
yes,
They will hate
I see it happen again and
I've
again.
seen it too.
They get to college like, they got the
drop-
scholarship.
They want
and
to
with
drop it as soon as they
yes,
can.
exactly. As soon as they're out of their thumbs of their parents.
Yeah.
Our daughter's too busy watching The Office and Friends.
Well,
That's,
then she's got a purpose in life,
Yeah.
and she will. What she's digesting now is true life situations
Yes.
with real life jokes.
Yeah.
Also, she had really no aptitude for sports.
No, she's she's not very coordinated.
So she'll own the team.
Yeah.
Our son, who is lovely, did not like sports. Ran once, he said.
He ran well, and we
He
made
ran-
him take
we
up.
made him. We made him. You got to try it. Just
because he
give it a
did. To be
try.
fair, he did do taekwondo. for
Yes, he
years.
was good
Yeah.
at the single kind of thing.
So-
But when it came to running, he tried track and field,
All right.
and
I
then
bought him 2 outfits.
and
Cool.
and
Well,
Yeah.
the important part of it, yeah.
ran for about
40 seconds.
40 seconds. Said, "I'm tired."
No, he didn't. No, he went.
I think I have asthma.
I can't
He
breathe.
didn't have asthma.
No, he said, I think it's my asthma.
No, he says
And he-
it's
and he
called
came-
exerting yourself.
That's
Well,
called.
My son Basil's very athletic. He's very fit, but no like team sports that I can recall,
Right. Yeah.
except for improv. But
come on.
he
Comedy
was like he used to do like
The best kind of
parkour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That thing where you
Wow.
The
where you
wall
jump
climbing.
over.
Jumping up
The wall
walls.
climbing
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
That's cool.
scares me.
Did
Yeah.
you play football, Dave?
Yeah.
No.
I'm from.
Oh, that Dave.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, that David.
I'm from a small town in
David
Missouri, so
Koechner?
they didn't cut anyone.
Here's the weird thing: you've never asked me that question.
Dave, have you played football? Dave,
Say original Dave.
It's not
Yeah.
that weird.
Dave, have you ever
Although I'm
known
older,
anybody
I
who
think.
played football?
Nope.
I'm older than you are.
I played
Are you?
hockey.
Yeah, I was born in 1962.
Me
you
too.
are. You're a year older than me.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right, there we
What
go.
month?
Yeah.
Fine.
What
August.
Ah,
Well, she lost there.
You look better than I do.
I'm older than you
Well,
by 2
you're
months.
smarter than me, so and
Nope.
better
think
looking
you're-
than me,
No.
so more
Okay.
talented than I am. So
Oh,
you've
no.
got me by at least triples.
Okay.
Wow.
I just said what year I
It's
was
like a-
born.
It's like a high school dance.
Who cares?
Right.
Mhm.
I played hockey.
Yeah.
Did
Of course.
you?
Are you Canadian as well?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, very good.
Montreal.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
the
you-
better Canadian.
Yeah.
'cause
So did you boys both play hockey?
I played hockey till I was 16.
Nice.
And when I turned 16, everyone else who was playing hockey started to look like you. And
Bald
I
and
went
fair?
I played. I was playing in the house leagues, and one year I decided I was going to try out for the rep team in my area. And I went to the tryouts, and I walked into the dressing room, and everyone in there was about 6'3", like 190 pounds. I was 5'8", 100 pounds.
That's tall.
And they all were talking about how they were going to kill me during the tryout.
Oh, really?
And I thought, I'm going to leave.
Yes. Why would I?
And I got I said, I forgot my skates. And I packed my stuff up and I left.
That's hilarious.
David Foley, how many of those people have appeared on television and movies?
Yeah.
So far, none of them.
You know,
Okay,
only
then.
14
So far,
of
none
them.
of them.
Only
Oh,
14
wait a
of them
minute.
so far.
There was Keanu Reeves was there.
Oh, Michael J. Fox.
And we've not heard from either
Yeah.
of those guys.
Yeah.
You know, I was a track star.
Star?
I was a
was.
star.
Is that
in
like
Toronto.
everyone's a porn star?
No, I was like a
Was.
track. I was like
Mhm.
before everyone grew taller than me.
Uh-huh.
I grew early,
Uh-huh.
so I had about an inch or two on people, like up until like sixth grade.
All right.
And I was super fast,
Right.
So I was winning everything, literally, like in sprinting, right, and long jump and all those things. And then one summer, I came back and everybody was. I didn't recognize anyone.
Mhm.
I stopped growing, and then I went to my first track meet, and everybody had finished, and I was still running.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
how.
You know
that's
what?
how quickly it
Don't
turned.
blame-
I'm done.
everybody, they were waiting at the finish line for
I
me.
think you're going to be a late bloomer.
You think so?
Yep.
Think it's going to come back?
I think
again?
Second act. Can't wait for this.
But I had
second
to
act.
figure out something out because I was like lost after that. I was like,
well, you found yourself in show business.
still looking, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
I really just dug right into being drunk all the time.
Yeah.
That's a good place.
In high,
And that's a
after
Canadian
I quit
sport,
hockey.
It's a nice
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that got me through the next 40 years.
Nice. Well, there you go.
But you were also a goon when you played hockey too. That was your
Well,
thing, right?
yeah.
Was beating up other guys.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't
was
have the
my
skills. I didn't have the skills.
I
Yeah.
doubt you were good.
No.
My guess is you used your wit.
Yes. I was I was the rapier wit of my team.
What's true? Foley has one of the quickest wits.
He's the quickest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, he's a witty
Well,
guy.
yeah.
He's like
That
old
puts
timey
the
witty.
heat on.
Yeah.
What's the
He's always got
position?
the next 9
What's
minutes.
the position when
Always
you
has a
fall on
wonderful
purpose,
offense.
so it looks like and somebody else gets a penalty? When you take a fall when you're playing hockey and it looks like you're
Taking
hurt.
a dive.
Yeah, that was
Taking a
me.
dive.
That was
Yeah.
me.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
you get a
Ow!
I thought that was boxing.
you get a penalty for that now.
I was like the Bad News Bears. I played baseball in the beginning of high school, and they made me get hit by the pitch all the time.
Me too. I
they
played
would say
Patricia Park girls hot.
I couldn't hit, so they'd say get hit. I'd do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then you get to walk.
I just want to be liked.
We didn't mention your son has made the high school band.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
He's
what's he
done
play?
4 years.
he's a trumpet player.
Come on.
Yeah.
Marching
That's
band.
that's
He did 4 years of high
That's not
school
easy.
marching.
was he first chair?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah,
gang.
he was the first trumpet.
And he's in
you
the
know.
jazz band
He's
as
in the
well.
jazz band as well.
Wow.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
I'm no
Yeah.
longer interested, but go ahead. Kidding, of course. There's a new movie about jazz coming out next week. Do you know about this?
This is the
Sounds
one about
exciting.
Louis Armstrong, right?
Is
Or
it?
Louis Armstrong, I should say, because apparently he hated being called Louis.
Okay.
Really?
Isn't that
Louis.
Bolden, right?
Is that it? Yes, I
Oh.
think
Isn't
so.
that?
Mhm.
And it's what's is it Wynton Marsalis?
Marsalis.
Is he
Right.
is he producing it?
Yeah.
Does he do the trumpet playing on it?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I wonder.
No.
Does he do the?
No.
Does he play
Trumpet.
Louis Armstrong?
Late term abortion, no.
Oh, so it's
I wish they could give him one, no. Yes. I mean, yes, I'll do it myself. I'm a doctor, no. So there, jazz. Great.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you guys
He's
going
got
to
his
take him to
last
that
gig
movie
Thursday.
picture next week? Does he talk to you still? No.
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 Not really.
No?
He got into stuff neither of us had ever no aptitude for,
Okay.
like math and metal.
Metal works or metal
Math
music?
and like music,
Metal
really
music.
hard,
Yeah.
you know, some hard music and
like death metal?
Yeah.
death
Death metal.
metal.
Wow.
Yeah. But every kind of music.
Not to worry.
But I've taken him to like Slayer. You
Really?
know, gone to Slayer and
Dream theater.
yeah, these like prog rock things.
Sure.
Mhm.
And, you know, and
He likes
I've-
Yes.
I've-
he likes Yes.
Oh, there's
Wow.
that's too
No.
bad.
no,
yeah.
no, it's like
You
a
don't like
jazz
any Yes?
fusion.
Oh.
None?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Roundabout.
Yeah.
I like it.
and you weren't in a band.
No, I wasn't in. No, it's a shame, isn't it?
That was really good.
Yeah.
I've forced 80s music on our daughter, which she loves.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we go to 80s concerts sometimes
I stopped at 70s.
at the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair,
well, like
fair enough.
70s.
I was a teen
Sure.
in the 80s. so-
Sure.
Well, Dave, you tried to force Baroque on her, I believe, too.
Yes,
right?
because I was a teen during the Baroque era.
Wow. You're talking
He
about
still has his
architecture
weight.
or music? All of it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gaudy.
Yeah. I was,
Ha.
I said, in
we
my
have-
day, you had to have a patron.
We have a musician right here. Could we
Yeah,
sample
Baroque,
some
some
A
Baroque?
little
Yeah,
Baroque.
let's hear some Baroque.
then-
Yeah. Get
No, that's not it.
There it is.
No.
Does that have a harpsichord button?
Here it is.
Does that have a harpsichord button?
Wait, I have to have these on to hear
Lovely.
it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can't hear it.
That is exactly it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Fantastic.
Nice
No.
job.
Who was the greatest Baroque composer?
What were you shouting?
I don't know.
Telemon, probably, or something like that.
Wow. Right
Uh-huh.
out of the.
Wow,
Ravel?
man, that was
Wow.
that was quick.
That's a
Evan.
quick draw.
Give him
Who's
another
Ravel?
one. Give him another one.
Okay.
Is Ravel
okay.
Ravel Baroque?
No.
What was his favorite
Oh,
drink?
Sparkling water.
Wine.
No.
Absinthe.
What's the funniest Baroque story you have about a composer? Yes, that doesn't
Well,
work.
Wilbur.
I'm sorry for setting that up.
Yeah.
I
A
apologize.
composer who
Yeah.
was Baroque at the time didn't have any money.
Nice.
There you go.
Ding
Yeah,
dong.
right.
I got lots. of
Now you're
stories.
fired.
Stop
Sorry.
that one.
I mean, you were both legally obligated to make that joke, and you have to serve the punishment for it.
Now, Dave, how long have you guys known each other?
35 years
For real?
almost.
Oh, that's right, because you were in Vacant Lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And with Mark's brother.
Nick.
So,
correct.
You guys gone through all of
He
that?
has a name. Yeah. No,
You've already covered that in the podcast?
I actually call him Mark's brother.
No, but have you guys...
That's what Mark calls him. Hello, Mark's brother.
No, that's what his mother called him.
Probably
as a child.
Probably the best opening of any sketch show.
Oh,
ever.
thank you.
That was cool.
It was kind of our
That was cool.
kind of a Buster Keaton type thing.
Yeah, to the
So
Sex Pistols.
How much did you have to pay for that?
For the Sex Pistols? We didn't have to pay almost anything, practically.
But you had to get.
But we had to get on the phone
You had to
with
get
him.
Johnny Rotten.
With Johnny Rotten.
He owns everything?
Yeah, we had to get on the phone with him, and
That's
and
cool.
after he had seen some sketches, and got him to sign off on it, and he was like, "Yeah, you guys are pretty fucking funny. Okay, let's do it."
So
that was the whole
covered this with your
conversation.
audience?
What's that?
Have you covered this story with your
No,
audience?
never.
Okay,
No.
so you want to tee it up there?
Well, it was just like
You're Canadian.
He's calling. Johnny Rotten's gonna
you
call.
had a sketch group? Just the
Oh,
two
I had
of you?
yes. No, it was,
four of you.
There was four.
It was
I remember
originally
two.
5 of you, but you got rid of the
We
before
fired
the TV
one.
show.
Yeah, but
So you were post Kids in the Hall.
yes,
Or
because
Kith, as I call it.
when
I'm
I
the
was
sixth-
in
I want to say this just to bother, what's his name?
Mhm.
Other day.
I am the 6th member of Kids in the Hall, officially.
Yeah.
I thought
your gesture.
Bruce.
Oh,
Bruce.
actually, you're the 5th. Bruce is the 6th. Bruce McCullough.
Yes,
Bruce
it bothers
McCullough.
Bruce.
I'm the
It bothers
girl.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Everyone else laughs, but it bothers
Yeah.
Bruce.
Yeah.
I
and
think
by the
I met
way,
Bruce once.
and by the way, you mean Bruce Valanche?
Bruce
Nice.
Valanche was a lot of people don't remember Bruce Valanche's work with the Kids in the Hall.
That's true.
All the sketches were cut.
good
Those are
stuff.
Great sketches.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
miscast.
Yeah.
So
did-
Vacant Lot
did this
was
character
a
named Wagon
sketch
Boy.
show between you and 4
Also
other guys.
produced by Lorne Michaels.
Yes.
Okay.
What
For
happened
Canadian
was,
television.
it was CBC, the only place in
Sure.
town that you can get a show produced back then.
Toronto, Canada.
And
We're talking 94, 95.
yeah, we were a college group of
Uh-huh.
comedians, and we went and saw the kids were just doing their shows at the Rivoli at
Kith,
the time.
sure.
So we went and saw them, Kids in the
Mhm.
Hall.
Yep.
And
Kith.
we were like, we want to do that too.
Mhm.
And formed our troupe. And then Mark said, you should put my brother in your troupe.
How did Mark say it?
Pretty much like that.
Like that.
You should put my brother in.
You should put
Which-
my brother.
Brother in your
What
troupe.
character was he in?
I think he'd be a good addition. I think is what he said to your troupe. At least meet him.
Oh,
That's what he
I
said.
see. He wasn't part of your troupe.
No, and then we
Wow.
met the first time we met Nick, and he would probably deny this. He had an overcoat, when guys used to wear like
Trench coats.
shitty trench coats.
Sure.
And I remember he picked the trench coat up, threw it on a chair. It fell on the ground, and a bottle broke inside the coat. Bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. So he was like the drunk guy from a Bewitched episode.
Nice.
So he was
Exactly.
a hobo. in a trench
Now we have to
Exactly.
go over Bewitched.
And we were
Yeah.
like, he's in. So
Yeah.
we did
Well, you'll
that,
have
and
to
then
do,
we got
dedicated-
we got lucky enough that Lauren also produced our,
right.
And
our
you
show.
guys went on after we went off, right?
You guys were done, and then
Yeah.
our show started up.
How many did you guys do?
6 episodes,
Aha,
and then we
well,
got
so, yeah, groundbreaking stuff.
yes,
Mhm.
and but it played for years on Comedy Central here, but
Right.
only 6 times on Canadian
No,
television.
4. You got
4
preempted
times.
by the election.
Yeah, we got preempted. That's right, in 4 different time
interrupt
slots.
this program on CBC for the national election. That's what it was.
Pretty
We're watching
vague.
TV.
That's true. We were the whole
never
family
aired.
gathered around to watch the show, and it got preempted
Oh.
by an election.
That's so sad.
Oh! If I know anything about piano tinklins, that means we must be nearing the end of the time that we allot ourselves.
Well, I'm not leaving, so
No.
And no,
really.
but we do
Oh my
want to
goodness,
thank
it's gonna be a
the folks that
problem.
helped us put I was going to call it a show, but it's a podcast. Dustin Knaus,
This is going to be fun.
Lauren Affinair, Caitlin Rushing,
Did he? Get,
and of course Cast Media. I don't think I
don't think you even got Cast Media pronounced correctly.
I think I pronounced them all correctly. I think that the people themselves have the wrong names.
Yes, I agree with you.
And
I feel like, we've only caught up. Like,
I know.
it's just like, oh, hi, let's catch up.
I
I don't
know.
know how boring that might be for your guests. Like, okay,
we
get to
can
it.
just
Get
keep
to it.
We can just keep
I know.
talking.
Go as long as we want.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that
Well,
time?
I mean, till
Like,
8:30.
I don't care about your memories. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Evan will fix it.
Yep. It's always fix it in post.
Let's
Yeah.
go do a skit show now.
But here's the thing, right? We don't have to share everything with the people who the 30 people that listen to this.
Well,
33.
33. Oh, then
I just think it's interesting to have someone who's crossed paths so many times with you,
over
with
so
me,
many years,
with everyone.
all of us, yeah.
It's very interesting. I mean, I think SNL audition was the first time I ever saw you. Was there that year, 93,
That'd be 95.
95?
The summer of 95.
95. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what's happening?
25 seconds.
Oh, there's timers going off.
And you knew the Higgins guy. I mean, everybody knew everybody.
I didn't know them then.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Before, not before that.
Oh, I'm confused.
Mhm.
I thought you did. Okay, well then there goes this whole thing.
Well, in that case,
Thing one, thing two, no.
in that case, until next time.
See